Now, these sporting activities will start, but it will have to maintain the guidelines of MHA. There are certain restrictions. These restrictions have to be followed. And for all the Sports Authority of India academies and training centers, the BCCI has already prepared a standard operating procedure. So these SOPs have to be followed because there are different sports at different venues and different locations. So each will have to have certain measures, certain steps which are necessary for the safety of the players. So we want to start the activities, but at the same time we have to ensure that health and safety are given top priority. Along with the government sports academies, there are many private academies. So we are giving permission to all the private academies which are funded under Khelo India. And there are many other academies which are accredited under the government schemes. So the purpose is that our athletes, our sports persons who have been under lockdown for such a long time should get some space to have their training in a very appropriate situation, not like as if they are restricted in their rooms where only they could maintain the fitness, but they are really unable to have that training for that particular sporting discipline. Now we have already issued the SOPs, and all the Sports Authority of India sports academies, all the training centers will start immediately. We are also authorizing all the other sports academies to start their sporting activities within the sporting complex. It has to be within that sports complex, and the activity has to be in the arena, in the stadia. So the stadiums as well as the sports complex, these are the designated areas. You can't just have sporting activities anywhere you want. It has to be in the designated location which are created for that, like sports complex. It has proper facilities and other provisions are being made. Because you have to ensure that while doing any kind of sporting training, you don't risk yourself in terms of health safety. That is important. See, all the sports, all the disciplines are not same. For example, for the weightlifting or for those games which do not have physical contact with each other, it has its own way of starting it. There are standard operating procedures made. But there are other sports like boxing. You have to have a partner, sparring partner. So you have to box with each other. Wrestling, you have to wrestle with an opponent. And then like hockey, football, these are group, together you play the game. So there is a physical contact. So there are different, procedures for different sporting events. So that is why right now we can start the events also without the spectators. If a particular, like for example, now the online Wushu championship is going on. Right. The National Wushu Championship, which I inaugurated, is going on. But without spectators because it's online. Same wise, if any sports federation wants to organize a sporting event, they can do it in a stadium, but they have to first ensure that the SOPs are maintained, are being followed properly. Secondly, all the conduct has to be carried out with certain discipline. You can't just throw open to everyone. So in the BCCI also, we are starting with the elite athletes, those who are Olympic bound and those who are going to participate in international championship in the near future. So first of all, the elite athletes, and secondly, those who are in our National Center of Excellence. And then there are many other hostels their junior hostels, the junior athletes who have been picked up under Khelo India schemes, we can't allow all of them together. So we will have to do in a staggered manner. So we are doing it in a phased manner. But I'm sure that with the initial permission which we have issued, which we have given for the sporting activities to take place, especially those who are located in a green zones. You have to take care of the circumstances also. The state governments also will have to be on board, because some locations are treated as red zones. So you have to be more careful about the activities conducted in a red zone. And for the green zone, you have to just take care of certain things. So it's different as per the locations. Some areas are very prone because there are so many positive cases of COVID in those locations. So that is why what I mean to say is, sporting activities has to start. Because if you don't play, if you don't do activities, it has a negative effect on your overall physical condition, and of course mental condition also. So the MHA has issued a guideline. We have asked all the sports federation to start their training programs and activities in designated area, that is a sports complex, in a stadia, all those different kind of stadia which are designated for the particular game, and then take permission from the respective state government. That is important, because we have to take the local administration on board.